about workplace bullying at the moment, and we know that there are several kinds of bullying that happen in the workplace which people perhaps haven't actually considered. One of them is overwork. How does that become being bullied?
Well, I think the first thing to look at is the context of your work environment. Is everybody working the same hours as you are? Is everybody being given the same amount of projects? So when you look at it from that perspective, you can immediately say, all right, I'm getting more than everybody else. What's the reason for it? Do I feel that I'm participating in getting that workload, or is it being thrown at me and I can't cope with it anymore? My boss is never satisfied with anything that I do, and yet he keeps giving me more and more to do, so I feel like I'm being set up for failure. When you feel like that, then you've got to go and talk it through straight away. But it's a difficult one to look at. Also, you might be in a culture where everybody works incredible hours, and that's not your lifestyle. Maybe you are very much somebody who's looking for work-life balance. So you might feel overworked, but it might not necessarily be a bullying scenario. So you need to look at the two situations. Is it the culture? Is it the department? Is it that you are being singled out for an excessive workload?
So if it's that, then you should consider that you're being bullied, but perhaps it's a question of you're not being able to get through the work as quickly as other people who've perhaps been at the business longer. And so that's why it's important to discuss this with your manager, because perhaps you just need more training.
I think that is a really critical thing. All of these types of bullying, the first step that you have to take is communication.
Yes.
The challenge is that people are scared to communicate. And I think you've got to sit down and say, what are you scared of? And there are different types of managers who treat somebody coming into them differently. If you've got an HR department, your first step, if you feel you can't talk to your manager about it, and your manager is the one that you feel is not being fair to you, go to HR and open up about what's happening. Once again, document.
Yes. Try to be unemotional about it and have certain situations on the table that you can discuss clearly.
Good. I think the big thing, though, is to realize that it does happen. So that it could be that you're being sensitive, but sometimes it really is happening and you need to deal with it.